Hi friends, it's a pleasure having you watching and listening. This is our online session through Facebook Live and through Google Meet, and the page I'm using is 3L Emotional Live Coaching. So what I want us to do tonight, or what I want us to do right now, is go through a child emotional neglect test. Now you might be wondering, what is this all about? Well, child emotional neglect is simple when having a relationship with your primary caregiver, your mother or your father, and they fail to notice enough of your emotional needs, and they fail to respond to them enough. So to an extent that failure to notice and respond to your needs sort of creates a dysfunction. It creates a deficiency in you that eventually, when you become an adult, you lack an emotional manifestation that is important for you to enjoy relationships, for you to enjoy marriages, for you to enjoy life generally, because you cannot leave your emotions out. You cannot leave your emotional makeup out of the equation of life if you're going to enjoy life. So I know so many of your questions are going to be answered. So what basically I'm going to do is run through the questions, and what I want you to do is answer yes or no on each and every question that I pose to you. At the end of this live sharing, I'll attach also a link so that you can also undertake the test at your own free time. There are two options for the test. You can do an interactive test, which is about, so you and me will be exchanging on real time. I post the question, you answer it, and we can have a discussion or conversation on each and every question. And then the other option is for you to do an online test, which doesn't need interaction. So it's only you who goes to the form, opens up the questions, and undertakes all the questions, and fills yes or no. Then later on you will click submit, and you'll get your results back. Well, without much ado, let me run you through the questions. So question number one says, sometimes I feel like you don't belong when with your family or friends. So say yes or no on question number one. Then question two says, pride yourself on not relying upon others. Now let me explain a little bit about this question. So if you are that person who believes that I need me, I don't need anyone, I like having my time alone, I like doing my own thing, like you don't want to rely on others, like you are self-contained, you have all the knowledge, you have all the resources to run your life. If you are that kind of a person, then you can answer a yes, but basically it's a yes or no question. Then question number three, have difficulty asking for help. So have you ever been in a situation where you need to cry for help, you need a hand, but for some reasons you withhold, you postpone, or you hesitate asking for help, and you actually end up enduring the pain or the situation on your own? Then question number four says, have friends or family who complain that you are aloof or distant. So you have friends who are always asking you, why is it that you always seem withdrawn or far away from what is happening at present? Like, we're enjoying ourselves, we're having the best time, we are laughing and all that stuff, but you are having none of that. So if you ever encountered such a situation or scenario, there you have it. It's a yes or no. Question 5, feel you have not met your potential in life. So do you feel that you have a lot of dreams, goals and visions, and you haven't achieved them like you'll have wanted? Do you always feel like your time bad, like your age is advancing but you have nothing to show for it? if you telling that story, then you can go ahead and answer yes or no. Then question 6 is about often just want to be left alone. So if you always want to be left alone, then there you have it. It's a yes or no. 7 says secretly feel that you may be a fraud. So you always feel like you might be misplaced. You might be in the wrong place. In your family, you always feel like you are the black sheep. You are the one who people pick on, and you could be feeling like you have been picked on and all that stuff. This is a question that it will interest you, and you need to answer yes or no. Question number 8 says tend to feel uncomfortable in social situations. So are you that kind of a person who enjoys alone moments, and you don't like being in a social situation? So you don't like a place where there are more, okay, there are a number of people. You don't like a place where there's a mob sort of. So if this is you, then that is your question. Answer yes or no. Then question number 9 says often feel disappointed with or angry at yourself. So there's usually that conversation you're having with yourself. What kind of language do you use? Do you get angry with yourself? Do you feel like you've let yourself down? You feel guilty and all that? That is your question. Yes or no. Question 10 says judge yourself more harshly than you judge others. Yeah. So do you make mistakes and you become so hard on yourself? You beat yourself up for weeks, even for months. The whole night you can't sleep because during the day you made a mistake in your workplace. If you are that kind of a person, so you judge yourself more than you could judge another person in a similar situation like you're in, then answer yes or answer no. Question 11, compare yourself to others and often find yourself sadly lacking. So are you in this business of comparing yourself, and perhaps looking at talents, perhaps looking at beauty, perhaps looking at a number of stuff, and you feel that you are lacking, you feel like you've fallen